The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, 82 yards. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Play action. Now Jackson. Finding room at midfield. A quick throw, but incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb from 19 yards away. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. The 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 61 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And so they run it in on the two-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
In motion right is Thomas. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready up.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Jackson.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Thomas will come in motion right. Play action. It's Jackson. Thomas brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tony Gonzalez as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got him in. Complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Dillon now on 1st and 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves its sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. Touchdown!
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Hey, check that. Ready?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Come on. Hey!
On fourth down, Cunningham. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Cunningham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And now, Charles, they're working with a short field, a chance to make this a two-score game, and these guys haven't even worked into a lather yet here in the first quarter.
Yeah, how about that? You score, you take it away, get an excellent return, and now you've got a chance to go up 2 scores in this game.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They go play action now. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Going long here for Wallace. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, 76 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, they would play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Jackson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
He'll try again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
So, part it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try.
I think we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the